American Mustangs roam the western range with a freedom that belies their plight. Years of drought have diminished grasslands available for the wild horses to graze. Thousands of horses have been rounded up and placed in federal holding facilities awaiting adoption.
The horses that are out on the range are very prolific. They reproduce at about 20% a year, and that makes it very difficult to have a stable population. It's costing about $20 million a year to keep those horses in the long-term holding facility.
More than 22,000 Mustangs remain unadopted in federal holding facilities at taxpayer expense. Thousands of these Mustangs, most over 10 years old, must be sold under a new law that directs the Bureau of Land Management to reduce the number of horses in its facilities. Animal advocates want assurances that the Mustangs won't be sold for slaughter, the meat sent overseas for human consumption.
My primary concern is that horses of any kind, and most particularly those that are in greatest need for adoption, which are the Mustangs, do not wind up in slaughterhouses.
In April, the Bureau asked Ford Motor Company to intervene to save 52 Mustangs that had been resold to a meat processing facility. Ford bought the horses and donated them to a wild horse sanctuary in South Dakota. Now, Ford and the government are announcing a plan to save much larger numbers of Mustangs.
Well, we're working with the Bureau of Land Management, and we're working with Indian reservations to try and place these horses onto land where they're going to be protected and they can run free.
Tighter controls are now in place to help assure adopted horses won't be resold for slaughter. And Ford has set up a website, www.savethemustangs.org, where animal lovers can go to get involved to help save these symbols of American freedom. Rich Make reporting.